we joined the action again on the streets of Berlin, New Hampshire. I always want to call it Jericho, New Hampshire. Also, for what it's worth, when I do one of these, I do have to look back at the previous ones, and I realize there are a lot of ums and ahs. So I will be trying to cut down on that, but I don't know if any of you have attempted to do, I just did it. It's such a tick. Anyways, I'm going to try not to do that. So we're riding through the streets here. I really wanted to include a video. God, look how gorgeous it is. This is the nicest day we had by far. We were hoping when we went up there that we would have every day like this. Just wasn't the case. I wanted to include the actual ride from where we were staying, but out of respect for where we were staying, the person wanted to keep it private, so I didn't want to. Man, it's hard not to do that. So I didn't want to include that, but I did want to include this because it would be really nice if everywhere kind of let you ride like this. We found out that in the town of Berlin, New Hampshire, that this is actually legal to do. You can ride on the roads, which is a really nice way to not have to load up a truck or a trailer. It makes riding so much easier if you can just leave where you are and ride the 10-15 minutes down the street. And obviously, you know, we're not hot dogging it around. We're just riding respectfully. At this point, I think when we were riding this, we weren't actually sure if this was legal. We were hoping that based on the small town vibe that we had, that we would just be able to skate if anything happened, or you know, plead ignorance and fall on the good graces of whatever constable was holding us up if that were to happen. Luckily it didn't. We found out afterwards that this was legal. We found out when I went to get a new battery. We asked the locals there, and they're like, yeah, they're not going to give you a hard time. Apparently they like the tourist money as well, is what we were told. Although I'm not sure how much the four of us really brought to Jericho. Although if we go back and everything's adorned in gold, I guess we'll know that our dollars made a big contribution. But this is the way it should be. In my version of America, this is what you can do. Anybody who wants to ride off-road gets to. You can take your dirt bike and just ride it somewhere, as long as you're not doing 100 miles an hour, which I don't think my bike can. You can just do whatever it is that you want. And this is really the version of life that I would like to live in. I think, though, if I lived up in New Hampshire on a nice day, it would be much, much harder for me to go into work, because I would just want to call out and just go riding. I'd probably be really tempted to do that. I'd have the flu a lot, I think, as far as my employer was concerned. But anyway, so we had about a 10-15 minute ride from where we were staying to the Jericho mountain trails. If any of you are savvy enough, I guess you could maybe pinpoint where we are. I don't know. People are there's people online who I figure are in the CIA, because they can, if you guys know what geoguessers are, you can go and search that. There's people who can look at like the leaf of a tree and then tell you the latitude and longitude. It's insane. But here we are. There's the parking lot. Today on this video, we are looking for the Yamaha Connector. So let me grab my map. So this is, in another video I said it was at the left-hand side, but you guys have no idea what that means. So anyways, Yamaha Connector is, it goes, so there's like a bunch of trails, like the first videos, like the North Artery Trail and the Bobo Crow, things like that, Yankee Road. So if you follow Yankee Road down, you can hit the Yamaha Connector, and then that's like a real roundabout way to actually get over to like the Jericho Mountain State Park. This was one of our favorite trails. I mean, it was awesome. We had, for me at least, I felt like this is maybe some of the best riding that I did. We had a good pace. It was a really good time. Finding it wasn't difficult. I mean, the name of the video is called Finding the Yamaha Connector, but it wasn't like, you know, we were trying to find the lost city of El Dorado or something. It was pretty straightforward. I mean, we had a map and everything. Geez, I wonder if I should have edited this out. Again, this is an early YouTube channel. Whatever that conversation was, whatever, it probably doesn't matter. enjoy. Like I said, this is the visually the best. Some of the views on this trail were phenomenal, and it always makes me really happy to just be out in the woods. There's like, you can't listen to music, you can't listen to a podcast, you can't check your phone. It's just you on the bike, shift gears. It's the best. This is really one of my favorite things in the world. The whole world like just feels like it melts away when you're out there riding. Waxing a bit poetic here, but that's why I look forward to this trip so much, because just being out there, you're in nature, but you have a throttle, which is really the best case scenario. You just don't really think of, like, you think about a lot because you don't have any distractions, but you also don't think about, like, you're not at work, you're not worried about like that day-to-day bullshit. It's just, you're out there having a good time, you're with your buddies. One thing you'll notice too is these videos are all of me. I'll indicate when I have some videos to grab my brother, but from his dirt bike. But I'm always out in front. I ride with a really courteous group of skilled riders, and they usually have me lead, so that way I'm just not left in the dust. They really don't seem to mind. I'm not sure if I believe them all the time, but so that's how we do it. And that's why you don't really see their bikes in front of me. I am not faster than them. They are not worse than me at riding. I'm sure if a sufficient number of people watch this video, they would have a similar thing. You need to do this, you need to do that. And I hope we get there. I hope I get torn apart in the comments. I just hope there's enough comments to tear me apart. You know, 5 nice ones, 6,000 mean ones, whatever. At least people are watching it, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, enjoy this. Man, can I ramble? Anyways, if there's anything interesting, I'm sure I'll be back. Until then, enjoy the scenic views of the trails in Jericho Mountain State Park, looking for the Yamaha Connector. There was a down branch there, so it really interrupted my flow. Much like riding that day, that branch interrupted my flow, and here I'm just trying to do some savvy voiceover, and I can't do it because there was a branch there, and man, look at that view though. Anyways, enjoy. Now, if at this point it looks like I'm going a little bit slowly, it's because I am looking behind me, looking for rider number 2 with me. I guess that would make me rider number 1, which is not really how I see myself. I wouldn't consider myself the leader of the engine trouble riding group, ETRB. I don't know if we make some merch with that. Anywho, down the line. Because I was ahead of him. That's not a typical thing. Up ahead, it actually turns out that he did a much more courteous thing than I, and I did a discourteous thing to all my fellow riders out here. So back when I had passed that branch, yeah, he didn't just ride by it like an asshole. He actually stopped and moved it so that the people out here on side-by-sides, which, you know, there are a lot of. Hold on.
I moved that tree.
Yeah, I asked him, I'm like, oh, did you crash your bike? Is that why you're so far behind me? He's like, no, I did a kind thing and actually moved the branch so somebody doesn't come across it and, you know, smash their face apart as they glide across rocks with their skin, which was nice of him. I didn't do that. I should have. But yeah, again, finding the Yamaha, again, not the lost city of El Dorado. It's pretty easy to find. It's on maps. We were just riding around, and, you know, I'm never unsurprised. I don't know if that double negative works. I'm always surprised by the weird stuff people actually watch and find interesting. So maybe you'll put this on the background and mute my dumb voice and just watch some scenic views. Because people like videos of people chewing. I mean, so if I had to put my money, if I was a betting man before that came around, somebody said, hey, I'm going to get into making videos of myself chewing. Do you think that's going to be wildly popular? I'd say, no, you're an idiot. All the while, I would have been the idiot. So, little background on that. We are going to go to the left here at a junction. Just one thing. So the previous day, it was just pouring rain. It poured rain all around this day of riding. So a lot of the puddles and stuff were coming across as new. That tree was new, which is why it was cruel and mean, miserable of me to leave it out in the trail. Because me and my nimble dirt bike, I could just skate around it. Whereas if you're on a side-by-side, you are bombing into that thing if you're carrying a lot of speed, which you shouldn't be. 25-mile-an-hour posted speed limit, which feels plenty fast. I'm sure when you're watching this, you go, wow, thank God he went slowly so I could really take in those scenic views. I'm really not, setting a trail behind, setting a blaze of fire behind me with my speed or anything. But you do get to take in the nice autumnal glory, so that's good.
How's that look? That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah.
In the moment you've all been waiting for, there it is. We find the Yamaha Connector. But because my GoPro is mounted on my handlebars and not on my helmet, which is very convenient for me, filming-wise, I never have to check the angle again. But I realize you guys probably miss out on a lot, so you don't really see it. And I stalled it. Like I said, I could edit these things out, but I don't want to, a lot of times when I'm looking at these videos back and then editing them together, I go, man, they must think it's basically Superman on a dirt bike based on the level of skill I'm throwing down here. So I like to leave in those bits so that I appear human to you. I know a lot of you may watch this video and go, who's this guy, Graham Jarvis? What's he doing? I didn't even know human beings could do this kind of stuff with dirt bikes. Guy's going 30 miles an hour down a wide road in New Hampshire. I didn't even know that was possible. It is possible, and I leave those little things in so that I'm just a human, like all of you. So yeah, that's the payoff there, back there. Finding the trail. I didn't realize in the video called Finding the Yamaha Connector that you don't actually get to see it. But that's what the next video is for. He's up ahead ripping. Soon, I will be starring for the first time in one of his riding videos. You've seen me in the videos where I did some upgrades to my bike. But now I'm about to take that thing for a rip. 300 two-stroke. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, sure. All right. Head up and then turn around somewhere. It's got an auto clutch. What's up? It's got an auto clutch. It is or isn't? It does. Okay. So you can shift it without using the clutch. I use the clutch. Yeah, I'm just used to it, so probably. Yeah. You're gonna take that thing? Yeah, I'll go with you. All right.
And there I am on what is a shockingly fast dirt bike. I don't think I ever went above quarter throttle, definitely not half, and I was short shifting it too. I mean, that thing is just stupid fast. My brother has the TE150, which is about all the bike you'd need. And then here we have the 300. So I'm also, not that I'm ever doing this, as long as I'm on my bike and I'm ripping along, like, oh, he's doing that because if he crashes it, it's his. This is my buddy's bike, who he said I could use his name. He's fine with me using his government. So this is Stefan's bike that I am on. It looks quick to me. I don't know. I'm not trying to go fast. The last thing I want to do is mess up somebody else's bike. Also, if you're curious what's bobbing around in the bottom frame of everything, that is some spare fuel attached to my front fender. Because we're out there, we're doing it, we're going on long rides, basically safari level journeys into the woods. And we're not coming out until we're done riding, you know what I'm saying? So, need a little bit of spare fuel. Never used it, but you know, it's good to have it and not need it, than need it and not have it. So, yeah, just ripping around on that thing. It, like I said, shockingly fast. Two-stroke enduro bikes are great these days. And when I bought mine, I was between a KTM 150 two-stroke and my bike. I love my bike. It's just very heavy and it's rather unwieldy at times. And then I ride my brother's, which is a very light two-stroke, and I'm like, I can really see the appeal of that. And I wonder at times if I would have been happier on that, but I do really love my bike. Once I got the battery issue fixed, it's been great. It's fuel injected. I don't have to mess with the carb. It's a good time. Anyways, let's get back to the good time.
Yeah.
This fucking thing's quick.
It's what?
It's fucking fast.
Yeah.
I never even went. I was riding like a gear too high.
Yeah.
But man, you just roll on the throttle and it's fucking right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's fast. I like it. It's nice though too. It's very torquey.
Yeah.
I can see for like hill climbs and shit. You know, it's everything. It has all the power you need.
Yeah.
I like the one thing with my bike that I always notice is the fucking seat height is higher than like any other bike. Like this has a perfect seat height.
Yeah. It doesn't. What your bike does that this doesn't have a lot of engine braking.
Yeah.
Like you let off the throttle.
It's hard. It'll push you forward. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice because you don't have to. Yeah. Like on roads like this, you just roll off the throttle, get into the turn and roll back on.
Yeah.
This is like you let up the throttle and the freewheel for a good while.
Yeah, and like with downhills too, it's nice because you can just go in first or second and get off the throttle and it'll just brake itself.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that bike a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yep. Yeah, no, I like that's. I like that. I enjoy riding that.
When we were riding out on the roads, when I was behind Rye, I would just roll in the throttle. I don't think I ever got the full throttle, but even like fourth and fifth gear, it just has a shitload of power.